All right, hello. Why did that? Oh, that's the wrong layout. That's why. All right, hello. Welcome to more Sweet Home. I hope you're in for a scare. Uh, so let's resume. Yeah, PayPal is still a little bit of a hassle. It could be worse, to be quite honest. I'm just glad that I can send through the bank and don't have to deal with PayPal's other shenanigans. That was the real bitch of an issue to deal with. I just know that I have to calculate PayPal's fees up front. That's something I can live with. The inconvenience of doing business. Um, let's see. So what were we doing here last time? We solved some puzzles. We poured blood on some bronze, and that apparently melts bronze. I don't know exactly how that works, but we'll take it. And now we're out here in the gardens, the lake. So, onwards. So let's see. There's some boats over here. What's up with these? Nothing. I'm pretty sure that's something. Oh, boats for two. There we go. Now is it something? Yes, now it's something. Oh, okay. This is how it works. Gotcha. So now I gotta find a port, I'm guessing. Yeah, if the bank offered Zelle, it would be nice, but I don't know. I guess I guess that's the trouble with, working in some tiny ass credit union, right? Like it just doesn't actually get the exposure that makes for a robust system. It would have saved me headache in the past too. I don't remember if I've mentioned this, but I know there was one time I was trying to sublet from a person and they wanted to use Zelle right off the bat, but I had no opportunity to do that. I thought within the last several years, Alliant Bank would have gotten their shit together, or Alliant Credit Union would have gotten their shit together, but they did not. Oh well. At the very least, PayPal's set up, and I needed to set up PayPal. Akiko, can you fucking run, please? Okay, thank you. At the very least, I did need to set up PayPal to actually be able to take donations in a hypothetical future, so this isn't the worst fate in the world. Hello, Kulest, how are you? Glad to see you here. I'm gonna be honest, I partially played today's, well, one reason I don't... So I use the, just the game music for the starting student screen when I play Mag Mammal, because the Mag Mammal music is tight, natch. Oh, you're moving? Oh, that's okay. I mean, real life stuff takes precedence, and hey, that's pretty cool that you're moving. I hope it's to a new place that you enjoy. Oh yeah, this is that shrine thing. Access my notes. Oh hey, that's not the right notes. That's those are those are my personal notes. So let's see. That is there we go. I say here. Okay. First solve the puzzle. So the memorial preventing the curse of Lady Mamiya has been defiled. Don't break it. Okay, so I won't break it. We already did the blood will melt aged bronze thing. So we can cross that out. Off in the basement. Enter the basement. Diary key is hidden. Okay, well, it's really just saying that the memorial is here. I could have sworn there was one more thing, but... Well, if anything, I can just leave, save, and no consequences will ever be had. This is not Undertale. Okay. So let's see. If we look at it, the memorial tower is the baby buried here. Baby. The earth looks soft and loose. Okay. So we don't want to defile it. We don't want to break the memorial, but we can continue to defile it if we want. Let's use that shovel. Boy, I love robbing children's graves. I hope that they had little teeth, or little gold teeth. The fuck am I saying? But why can't I focus? Oh, probably because, like, I need to pray or something. There we go. Tower crumbles. Oh, look at that. It's a big hole in the ground. Something is inside the basement low-key. Okay, that's kind of weird. I have to press it twice. Alright, well, sweet. Now you can actually use this to get around a little bit. Maybe to Canada with your dad. He lives there, says, great. I love your dad much. Dad, not so much. Wait, what? He lives there. He says it's great. I love my dad. So not so much. Try it again. Try just saying again what you meant. I'm maybe not. I need to know how to appropriately react to that. It's all right. You can give it another go. We allow 2 takes around here. No one gets it perfect. I think just like as I was speaking of not getting it perfect, like I was trying to say earlier, I had so the music choice I had for this stream starting soon screen was Coalescence from Risk of Rain 2. A game, or maybe Risk of Rain 1, I don't remember, but it's a game I've honestly not really played much. I played Risk of Rain once and couldn't really keep up with the several different buttons in use for it. And I'll be honest, I kind of chose that music just because I really needed the that calming presence. I honestly get pretty nervous about doing the Sweet Home streams just because it's kind of, you know, off the usual stuff, and it's always a little bit of a toss-up for how well it's going to be analytically. I mean, I try not to focus on it too much, but it does kind of get obvious that my conversational skills start to lack when, you know, the stream is a bit smaller. So that's why I tend to get nervous about this kind of thing. Even though I don't want this to be a numbers game. You know. So I just needed to calm down with that. But it is a very good soundtrack regardless. You're moving Canada to Dad. He lives there, says that's great, and you love your dad. So, cool. Well, that's cool. And, you might be in a time zone that actually corresponds better with this stream now. So you won't have to stay up till 5 in the morning. That's actually pretty wild, I must imagine, for you, right? Like, moving across the Atlantic Ocean like that. It's quite a change. I know I have a friend who, you know, she moved over from the Midwest to Ireland, and, you know, we don't really see her in voice chat as much, and obviously you don't see her in person as much either because of, you know, being all the way across the ocean. I don't personally think I could do that, but she was just willing to pick up and leave because she felt like she really needed to get out of America. I'll show you how it's used. Who's talking right now? Oh, it's a weird hallucinatory ghost. I'm hallucinating. I'm going crazy. Oh, and I can't team up. That's odd, splitting me up like that. Nomura, a mechanic from the town. I've been trapped in this house for some time, just like you. Okay, this is awkward. What happened here? Hold on and I will explain. Let me finish my little story. So, you know, I couldn't possibly imagine moving across the ocean like that. I mean, there's a large part of me that does want to go to Europe one day. Or you'll see in the curse of Lady Mamiya was broken. Now she's unleashing her fury. Her baby's coffin in the basement. You must find it. Okay. Baby's coffin in basement. It's just like, you know, as much as I would like to leave America and try some European mentality, it's just like, there's too much here for me to leave behind. Like, I have all my friends, all my family here, my entire livelihood is here, and it's like, I can't do that. It's too much of a time difference to even realistically think about, you know, changing for myself. So, I applaud those who can actually make that change. Get used to it, you never will. It's gonna be an ordeal for me since I gotta construct the Armor for Chex Warrior costume. Oh yeah, that's coming up. Spirit Halloween didn't have anything that matched the dimensions I needed. It's pretty hard to find just a big old Chex from a costume shop. You could probably work with just a box. That might honestly be your best bet. Project in a long time, doing a physical project to this degree. Well, I believe in you. I mean, you know, once you get the basic design down, I'm sure it won't be too bad, right? Because a Chex is, I mean, you know, if you really need to rush job it, it's a not a perfect cube, but a rectangular or a square prism. Like, you know, you could assemble that from a box fairly easy. So, but you know, I'm sure if you want to make it actually like really solid, then you know you can it'll be some good effort, but I think that'll be good. The huge shipping boxes from Home Depot. There you go. She wants her child. All right. I remember this. Walls thin. Luckily, I have a mallet. He got his mallet. It's Eustace. It's Eustace Bag. Find the baby's coffin and bring it to her. It's our only hope. Okay. Coffin in the basement. Bring it to Lady Mamiya. To settle her down. Come on. There's worse, you don't have to worry about Mom because I've never seen her. Yeah, I mean, I can't quite relate that much, but yeah, I mean, I also have separated parents, so I kind of know the feeling. Damn, he just got his ass owned. Listen to me. Must hurry. Find a way to the basement. Nothing. Nothing. There's a dude right there. Nobody's there. There's a dude right there. He might be dead, but he's not gone. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this is, like, the statistical, like, worst thing to do. Because now that you have the healer away, if we ever get cursed, like, the party's kind of screwed. But I guess we'll figure it out. Okay, so, like, what's my equipment? Who should I get with who? So, you have a silver sword. You have a long sword. No. And you have a worn sword. What does Kazuo have? A heavy axe, so... Yeah, one team's gonna kind of be without spiritual weapons. Oh well, I guess we'll just split off the child and have her go with Kazuo. And team... Alright. Moving in twos will probably be for the best. It's a shame. I kind of really wanted to use the tonic over here. Instead of having to go take this long way around. Well, actually, I could probably just... Yeah, actually, no, that makes more sense. We can get an encounter here, have a Kiko run through the less deadly area, and things will be okay. Now, if I just remember the less deadly area's layout, it shouldn't be that hard. I know it's just like one secret hole behind a mirror. Yeah, there we go. Almost made it in one cycle. Okay, call Akiko again. You call the other group. Now we can all tonic up. Joins. Only a little bit more fire. You'll be fine. Hack. Item. Tonic. Good, he's up high in the party, so we'll actually get to do it. We won't just kill the thing outright. Awesome. Alright. And then have the team split up. Alright. Sorry, gotta strategize first. We're looking at the we're looking at chat. Team up. Alright. And we're good to go. Let's see. Might have to build it in two separate pieces to account for gravity. Thinking about all this prep work's giving you a headache. Got the gloves, boots, and skin suit, though. I mean, that's good. That would be, you know, all the accessories are kind of a little bit harder to match. If Filthy Frank became blue and offered to clean your bathroom. I mean, that would be more of the scrubbing bubble alternative, right? Like, I guess at that point, you really gotta make sure that, you know, your Chex costume doesn't come off as Sponge Man. That would make things difficult. Then people would really get the cleaning impression off of you. Time 2 is also going to try to build the Zorcher as a prop, but the best case scenario, provide the armor construction does not hit too many snags. It would really complete the, you know, the setup, though. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, you can just buy, like, a water gun and just, you know, so you have something to point at people that is, you know, non-threatening and cartoony. But yeah, that would be cool for a full costume, honestly. I wouldn't mind seeing that if you wouldn't mind sharing it when you're done with it. I think that would be really neat. Then yeah, you escape the evil reign of England. Yeah, I understand that. It's I I know it's like wet as hell out there. It is wild. And also, you know, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it on like Twitter or, you know, reposted on Reddit or something like that, but I love seeing English people complain about how like, oh dear heavens, it's 74 degrees Fahrenheit outside. The heat wave across England is unbearable, and meanwhile over here in America, stares outside 101 Fahrenheit on the peak of summer. Yeah, I think England's gonna be just fine. Your birthday's tomorrow. Ah, happy birthday. Congratulations. You've become a year older, and being born in October, that means that you're likely a New Year's baby. Congrats. All of my friend group, or like most of my friend group, is fucking September babies. It's like kind of stupid and ridiculous. Oh, wow. Hey, speaking of stupid and ridiculous, I think this is... okay, this meant to teach you what this item does. Alright. Get the bow. And then shoot them! Shoot them to death! End their misery! No, it's a rope bow. Okay, hey, you're in the fucking way, my dude. Alright, sweet. Crisis averted. What's his name again? Taguchi? Okay. Team, split. Alright. Talk. Hello. Team. And then someone's gonna get scooped up by the spooky ghost. Oh well. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten. Use checks for maybe milk gun would be too out of the ordinary, although a bit sus. Yeah, I'm not sure that squirting milk on people is exactly the best idea. I feel like that one maybe won't be... the subtext of that one will be misinterpreted. I mean, at least, you know, it's not a bachelor's party, or a bachelorette party, so people aren't going to get the wrong impression that directly, but still, it would not be a good look at your sister's wedding. Okay, we need an amulet to go below. Okay. So unstrike that. We need an amulet to go below. Even further beyond. Alright, well, pipe doesn't do anything. I guess I gotta go find a log somewhere. Where did Kazuo get swooped up to? Ah, over here. Great. Not great. I guess we'll call over... Well, I want to leave someone behind here because I really don't want to have all the ghosts respawning again. So we're going to leave... The child can stay behind. The child will take care of themselves, I'm sure. Surely you will not regret leaving a child to man a station. Why are y'all talking about Chex Warrior? Oh, that's because that's Grimspecs' costume for his sister's Halloween wedding. That's what he plans to dress up as, which I believe, if I recall correctly, his sister kind of begrudgingly accepted. Don't want to call Emmy, so we'll just call Kazuo over here. Actually, no, let him just fucking explore. Maybe he can find a log around here so I don't have to go back. Okay. It's a fresco up there. Squirted milk, what the hell? I mean, you know, it fits with the Chex theme. It also, it also fits the, wedding theme in the freakiest way possible that no human being should absolutely ever do. Can't handle 38 Celsius. Yeah, no, that's, well, 38 Celsius. Yeah, that's fucked up. Americans can barely handle the 38 Celsius out here. It's, far too much. I cannot stand the effects that global warming has had on my summers. I never was a summer person in the first place, and then once summers went from being like 80 degrees to now being like, hundreds? Yeah, no. Absolute misery. Alright, now if I recall correctly, one of you had a worn sword. Yeah, Asuka did, so Asuka can take this. Party, Asuka. It's a shame that they really centered this area around the one with this part of the game with one of the most annoying musics possible. Item, sword, move. Good, longsword, excellent. Fire extinguisher? I haven't seen fire in a while. Surely I will not need a fire extinguisher. That's what we call the opposite of the gambler's fallacy. Oh, I'm sorry, Falaki. I gotta get it right. Excuse me. Okay, so shovel, gloves. I don't really need any of that. I guess I can just try and hunt for a log somewhere. It's probably my best bet. Yeah, freaky checks warrior indeed. We want to avoid the freaky checks warrior if possible. Alright, I guess I do need the small child here. Let's get her over. Why does a small child have to have the key? Well, because of narrative inconvenience, that's why. The Morsel Metal Spork. Looks like the Chex Quest melee weapon. Oh, well, there you go. At the very least, you can just run around with a spork. A very fancy-looking spork. That'll be perfect. And then, I don't know, if all else fails, just paint a Home Depot box entirely brown and call yourself, Call yourself a Cinnamon Toast Crunch Warrior, a very new and original character, do not steal. I think I see what's gonna happen here if I touch the logs, but... Oh, let's do it anyways. Yay, small child being endangered! Okay, so who has the rope? Do you have a... Oh, that's terrible luck. That's bad. Can you run from this, please? Before getting entirely murdered? Okay, good. So what's your inventory like? You have the bow, so you can go in and rescue the child. That's not where the child is. But yeah, on the opposite end of the high temperature problems, we're at the, I'm currently experiencing the low temperature problems in America. Now that we're at, all of a sudden instant winter season. Now we're finally stuck with the problem that my lips are just constantly chapped all the time now. Which, it just sucks. I can't stand that. It's, did not used to be such a giant problem for me, but now it's just, I don't know, something about being in my older age, and I guess the fact that I just wash my face so goddamn frequently nowadays, it makes for a bad combination. And I've never been a fan of chapstick in the first place, just because, I don't know, oily lips don't feel very fun to have. Okay, do any of those jokers have a rope? Items. Okay, Asuka has a rope. Good. So that's a minor annoyance that I'm going to be ferrying off the entire time. I remember it got pretty bad last year, so I'm not really looking forward to having just an entire swollen red mouth area due to it just being cold. But I guess I still prefer this over sweating to death and almost keeling over from exhaustion from... Oops, wrong. Can I salvage this really quickly? Okay, good. Whew, whew. Almost didn't get to look at the fresco. Then picks when it's done, for it doesn't look like a total pile of shit. I'm sure it will be fine. Huh. I'm actually curious how much stream... Oh, please translate. Interesting. I didn't get to see that message. Hold on, it's probably because I have top chat on. Yeah, there we go. Now I see all the funny images on my screen. I see a couple of skull and crossbones. I see a Star of David in there. A sad face. That sounds like it's something that I probably should not be discussing. Sounds like another controversial conflict happening in the world. Just glad they're past cicada season over here. I don't know, I kind of like cicadas, to be honest. I'm sure it's a different opinion if I were to be stuck looking at cicadas or listening to them for like days and days on end, as I'm trying to go to sleep, because I'm a light sleeper as it is, but I don't know. I really do like the sound of cicadas. It's very soothing for me. I have fond memories of being a child. The amulet gets you in the basement. Okay, I guess that makes it obvious then. There was... Let's see, into the basement. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to be at my aunt's place, and over there in the suburbs, the cicadas were kind of, going crazy. They were, happy, really out one summer, and because it was, nicely out in the suburbs, I was actually able to, appreciate their noise, and there's a lot of nature, so I could actually just go up and observe them at all stages of their life cycle. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was, it was very pleasant. I mean, it was kind of gross at first, getting used to the fleshy, disgusting looking, like, pink bugs, but, it was really cool to, like, see their shells, and then see, like, oh, here's an adult one with all these matured colors, here's, like, a larval one, like, it was certainly a weird foray, or a first foray into, I guess, etymology, but, fostering that science curiosity background early, it's a really fond memory for me. I just wish that where I lived, I could actually, see the cicadas more, but because I live right in the middle of the city, it's like, don't get that opportunity so much anymore. Wait, what? Oh no, I teamed up with the child. Hold on. There we go. Now we can properly take a picture. Here. Glad you don't get mountain lions. Yeah, I would pretty fucking much like to not get mountain lions myself either. I don't think I ever would want to live somewhere where there's a risk of large animal attack. That's just not my thing. I guess that would happen if you have a nice, house next to the woods. But, risking a bear attack just to have a nice house, in nature, I'm not so sure that I would, spring for that. Is there anybody... No spirits coming? Alright, well, I guess that's what the bow is for. It feels like a soft lock opportunity. Not great. Alright, well, how about you get whisked away, too? Just get deer. Yeah, deer are more manageable from what I hear. I mean, I know they get into your trash, but outside of that, I've heard the deer are pretty manageable. Alright, well, is another ghost about to come, or... am I going to have to... Maybe if I just switch between these people, another ghost will come. Okay, so I don't have to get the rope out. Sweet. Icarus Crash won't. Hey, Rashkurus. Hey, I speak Pig Latin at the very least, just not emoji. Jaguars. Yeah, I figured you're not being too serious. Don't worry. Alright. I think we're coming close towards the end of the game. I mean, I know we're not like at the end, but like... I was not expecting to actually get through this game so quickly. I mean, granted, it is an NES game, it can't be that large, but, I sincerely remember this game being, like, way longer. Still, fun atmospheric, jaunt, and honestly, I might still be underestimating how much is left. I know there's a couple palette swaps we haven't seen yet. Okay, call the other boys over. And here we go. Oh, wait, nope, actually get in the fight. There you go. Crazy thing for people in Arizona and New Mexico, there's a small chance they just see a jaguar roaming around. Yeah, I know. The worst that I would ever get, like, or that I would ever hear about in, like, Chicago was a coyote. And, like, you know, coyote is just essentially a mild dog, a mildly large dog, like, right? Or a small wolf. Like, that's still pretty threatening, but, like, it's not, you know, going to chase you down in the streets at, you know, several miles an hour and go straight for your jugular. Alone, they're not really, you know, they're pack animals. They're not really too threatening alone. Enough to, you know, be considered, but you'll probably get out of it okay. But even then, it was still rare, so. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. This area just kind of puts all the frescoes together. And I'm also very much not separating the areas properly anymore. This is all just area with annoying music. But then again, the game doesn't exactly differentiate them too well either, so... Whose fault is that, really? I choose to blame the game, and not me. Echoes are pretty passive despite being big predators, though. They don't have to mess with people. That displays a little bit of a level of intelligence that I didn't quite expect. I mean, you know, the big dumb hairless ape seems like pretty easy prey. I'm kind of surprised that they don't want to go after us, but then again, I guess, I don't know, maybe some of them learn that there's just too many of us and they're in a strange environment. Wouldn't be good. 4 stones are the basement's entrance. Okay. Cool, we're looking out for the 4 stones of power. Of earth, wind, fire, and water, I presume? Okay. Alright, so I think there was one room up there I didn't check yet. I mean, I know I have a key that I can go elsewhere with, but still. Alright, got another one of these guys. At least they're good experience at this point. Pack 1 human, 30 more come for them. Yeah, it's, I mean, I don't know. It's just surprising that an animal actually puts that together. Most of the, I mean, animals are smart, but usually they don't have that kind of problem-solving skill level required to say, no, in fact, I'm not going to attack all of the humans today. Thank you. I know orcas do, but that's like, you know, orcas are kind of like mostly the exception to animal intelligence the intelligence of the animal kingdom, right? Like, they are, you know, towards the top of the line, maybe smarter than dolphins kind of thing, right? Like, so I would expect them to understand. But, you know, others, not so much. Okay, so here's the amulet. That made things easy. I don't think I need the shovel, so I'll be taking that. Amulet. Can I look at it? No. Okay. I'll just hold it on. I'll just hold on to it then. Cat bodybuilders. True. And have you seen, like, actual or just swole house cats? Those are, like, the cutest, like, funniest looking things possible. I don't know what... Hopefully not steroids, but if it's something else, it's, I hopefully the cats are not, you know, harmed in any way, but, like, I love swole cats. They're so funny looking. And it's like they're trying to... It's like when you try to... Like a real nerd tries to get buff to look threatening, but, like, they still have all the aesthetics of a nerd. It's like, aw, cute kitty. Now you're just even cuter. There's more of you to go around now, right? Like, oh, it's beautiful. Name my name, like, Polish, as in shoe polish freak. Oh, polish freak. Yeah, I don't understand how people would do that. I mean, okay, on one hand, I get it, like, especially if it's like they aren't actually looking at your avatar, but when it's like you look at your avatar, it's definitely pretty obvious what you mean. Seen a buff house cat, Belgian blue whippet dogs, though. Looks like they'll beat me up for my lunch money. Let me pull up a buff house cat real quick. I think that's worth showing. See if I can't search one. Oops. Adblock Plus updated. Oh, wow, that's crazy. How did that get there? There we go. Okay, let's see here. Copy image, save image. Internet's loving this buff cat. I mean, Polish Freak, your other option is that, you could maybe start spelling, you could spell Polish in, like, the actual Polish language way, but then I'm sure nobody would actually be able to pronounce it or read it, so, you gotta balance your priorities, right? Take some wins, take some L's. So yeah, I remember it was this cat. I mean, I think this is one that's just like some genetic abnormality street cat type thing. I've seen other like buff cats that are, assorted on the internet, and they look kind of just as funny. Yeah, no, that cat is swole as hell. I don't see too many other cats like that, at least just from a quick Google search. But like, I know that there's gotta be other ones out there. But I mean, God, don't you just love him? It's just like he will, screw hunting the rat by like biting it. Like you're just gonna like actually pound it right straight into the ground, right? Like that is the actual alpha male cat right there. Polish. Well, that might be the Chicago accent coming through. I'll be completely honest. Double muscle mutation. Yeah, that makes sense. That would probably be what's happening to the poor cat. But thankfully, it seemed to, be chilling, walking around. Yeah, he's built like Tom and Jerry. Hopefully, also being built like Tom and Jerry means that he can survive getting hit by like a giant piano on the head too. Like that's an extra buff that nobody considers, to having extra muscle. I would love to have cartoon physics in real life. Holy shit, I really would love to be able to get like, comically just slapstick hit each other and just bounce back like rubber. It would just make for so many good moments. It's a shame that the laws of physics deny our pleasures like this. Be able to jump off of a skyscraper and just land in a puddle with minimal injuries after just pulling yourself back up, and then I don't know, an anvil still lands on your head and that's what knocks you unconscious, but you're still fine the next day. Yeah, perfection. Why haven't scientists got on that yet? That's the real question. The Albanian virus. True. I love that copy pasta. I think about it all the time whenever I want to reference anything that's like shitty. It's like, oh, sorry, I am poor little Albanian boss battle. I cannot actually damage you. If you would please just jump down the hole next to me, then I would very much appreciate it. So wait, who are the others again? Gucci, Asuka, Akiko. All right, get them over here. Okay, so what was around here again? I don't remember if there was anything else to actually do here. One cat that was born with two faces, not two heads, two separate faces merged together on a single head. Oh, yikes. I think that sounds like extremely vaguely familiar. I might have seen that at one point, but definitely not something I remember. I probably blocked that out of my memory on purpose, if anything, because that does sound pretty horrifying. But speaking of weird cats and face modifications, I was listening to there's a podcast I like to listen to by the internet famous McElroy brothers on their podcast My Brother and Me. So I was watching one of their old episodes, and this is ostensibly a goofy advice podcast where they take non-serious questions and turn it into improv comedy. And one of the things they like to do on there is to not just take viewer questions, but to also take questions from the now depreciated Yahoo Answers forums. And on Yahoo Answers, there was one person who asked just simply, if you had to take care of one, would you rather take care of a cat with a human face or a dog with human hands? And just left that bombshell there at that. And, I guess I'll pose the same question here to chat. Would you rather have to take care of a cat with a human face or a dog with human hands? You know, there's multiple considerations to make here. Like, you know, one of them being the dog can manipulate objects, kind of get into whatever they want. Maybe hold a knife if that's kind of, you know, too threatening to you. You know, meanwhile, the cat is creepy as hell. And also, maybe it can, depending on your interpretation of the situation, it can maybe speak a little English or whatever your preferred language is, but it can't learn any new English. It can just say, like, you know, yes, no, or scream at you. It's not a real hypothetical. Like, it's not like we have to actually consider, you know, how disturbing something is. Also, I didn't come up with the hypothetical. Someone on Yahoo Answers did. Blame them if you want to, like, you know, be surprised and kind of grossed out at somebody's terrible idea. It's never my fault. It's never the streamer's fault. I precipice. Huh. I mean, it makes sense. You gotta name it eventually, right? Cat with two faces is pretty freaky. It'd be pretty weird if you didn't figure out what it, you know, a way to name it. Alright. I think I want to save here and just go do a little wandering. I'm pretty sure that I need to go back to the starting area so I can use the low key, but I'm not perfectly sure. Okay, so does it work here? Nothing happens. Okay. Actually, let me check my notes. Is there anything on here? So there's 4 stones to the basement's entrance. You need an amulet to get there. We got the amulet. Push the statue in there. Lake is south of the mountain. I didn't take a note on what the key was earlier. I'm pretty sure it's just another thing to get needed to get into the basement. Can't be too far off. I guess personally, for my money, I would have gone with the. I would be stuck with the face cat. You know, I'm not a dog person for one, so that's already strike one for the hand dog man, and I'm, you know, not even considering the whole hands problem with it. But, you know, as creepy as the face cat might be, I think I can tolerate just how it looks very unnerving to, you know, have a feline around the house. It's much more preferable to me. Even if I have to, I don't know, deal with it screaming occasionally at its agony, I think it would be alright. Plus it, you know... I'm sure there's a way to, you know, make it look not so bad, right? Like, you could give it a mask, you can give it face paint. I mean, I guess Cats the musical really kind of makes us understand that, you know, cats with human faces are not exactly appealing to look at. But, you know, I think I would get over it. Living 15 years is pretty impressive for that thing. I would imagine it'd be very hard to live with 2 faces like that. Gloves? Okay, so I can't push these yet. So there's something I can do here. I said I was Polish was an American dude who asked me if I was Polish because he heard my accent while I was on trip in Finland. Okay, now we've introduced several countries now. Hold on, let me retrace my steps. It's an American dude who asked you that because he heard your accent while you were in Finland, studying at a university in Finland as well. But he said Polish. He's doing well. Yeah, I mean, it could honestly just be his accent from where he's from. There's a lot of accents in the US that kind of just turn O's into A's. It's, I mean, I even have that a little bit. It's just not as pronounced, maybe, as other people. Like, Chicago really has, Chicagoans, like myself, do have a thing where a lot of O's do turn into A's. Like, there was one time where I got called out by, my former grad student associates, or I don't know, I said that, well, whatever, my former grad student co-workers, because there was the common lab solvent spelled Toulune, which apparently is, quote-unquote, normally said in American accent as Toluene, with a strong O emphasis. But because I'm from Chicago, I go Toluene. I go Tal. You know, it's like, don't make it so... Come on, don't call me out on that. It's just who I am. It's not that noticeable, right? It's just Toluene. T-A-L. That's how you should spell it. Let's see, both noses were functional. One of the faces was missing its jaw, so only one mouth. Also, the middle eye was non-functional. Ew. And then, so I guess imagine if both your eyes were spread out on your face closer to your ears and place a second nose on your cheek. And that's essentially how you'd live if you were that cat. Okay, so both eyes spread on my face, close to my ears, second nose on my cheek. Yeah, that doesn't sound very pleasant. But I guess with enough care, that cat really made it places, so good for it. I don't think I would, especially considering that I seem to be okay with the face cat hypothetical. I'm pretty sure that I'd probably be fine with I forgot the condition name, it's already scrolled away, but with the two-face cat, I'd be able to, I hope I'd be able to take care of that, maybe. I don't know. It's just at a certain point, you know, that, like, the other health problems associated with the condition behind just the aesthetic factor of it would probably start getting in the way pretty badly. I don't know if I would have the diligence to keep up with the health regimen that would probably be necessary. Like, on one sense, you know, it's like, oh, I would not love a three-legged cat any less. It's just the problem, like... I mean, just to give a simpler example, I would not love a three-legged cat any less than a four-legged one. But, you know, you do kind of have to design the house a bit differently so that way it, you know, doesn't trip and fall, and you have to, you know, give it a little bit of training and all that good stuff so that way, you know, everything's good. I just don't know if I could, you know, properly keep up with that. So 4 stones. I don't remember there being any other spot here. Wasn't 2 brains working against each other. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That would be... I don't know how a Siamese cat, right? Haha, pun. A conjoined twin cat. I don't know how that would work. That would probably not do so well, especially considering cats like their loneliness. So... You have some oats? Sure thing, brother. Just tell me where to send them. Don't actually, but we can distribute the oats. The oats are not so precious that I need to greedily hold on to all of them. But animals have happened? Oh, sure they have. Like, just can't imagine it's very fun. Didn't get the joke reference. I mean, I got the reference. I just didn't know exactly where to go with it. I know that it's the 2 pigs reference, but that's about it. When I'm running around in a haunted mansion and I do not have any oatmeal to hand out to people, it's hard to make a good visual gag over that. Oh yeah, there's weapons in here. I probably I kind of want to get them, but I also don't want to get fucking entangled in all the ghosts right now while I'm still wandering around figuring out where the hell I'm supposed to go. I mean, there was a corpse out there I didn't talk to, but I also didn't have a log to, like, actually get over to it, so I don't know if I can really do anything with that. It's, like, supposed to be 4 rocks to move around to get somewhere. I know that's the next clue. Item, axe, board, pick, rope. Nothing really to use there. I don't think I missed anything outside in the fucking woods. Really interesting case. Alright, hit me. See, why am I running? Why am I running? Thick of it, everybody knows. Alright, well, if that's another reference, then I don't get it. You got me with that one. nothing in here. A rat snake. Rat snake? What the fuck is a rat snake? I imagine it's not as simple as it sounds. I imagine it's just a strange-looking rat or a strange-looking snake. But I have no idea. Anyways, so what the rest of it has? Albinism, 2 heads, and male and female genitalia. It's got to be a genetic lottery. Yeah, that really does sound like that almost sounds like 2 separate embryos just kind of half morphed together and said, well, I guess this is what you're stuck with now. Just regular-ass snakes. Oh, okay. For some reason, I was imagining a rat with, like, a snake's tail for its lower half, which is just absolutely not what you described, but is still regardless what I imagined. Where the hell am I supposed to go? And not pay enough attention to what was going on. The KSI song. Okay, way past. The song made me want to die midway. I know so little about modern YouTubers slash streamers and like what they actually do. All I know is that fucking Lunchly has lead in it, just like, or Lunchly has other problems, just like Lunchables have lead in them. Allegedly, TM. It's Prime. Well, Prime also has like just a fuck ton of electrolytes in there. It's essentially Brondo, and for some reason, kids think that's the darndest thing. I never understood that as a child. The celebrity worship that a lot of people have, like, it's just who the hell cares? I don't understand wanting to have all the things that, oh, you know, the people I love watching are selling. Like, it's not interesting. It's just like, it's a fucking sports drink. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Why do kids have to go crazy and get everything? Because they feel like they need the sense of identity. It's entirely based around the streamers that they watch. Like, look, I'm obsessed with watching a lot of VTuber clips, and, you know, I watch a ton of Simple Flips. You know, and I like Germa a lot and all these things, but it's like, even when I was younger, it's like I like Germa and Stir and stuff, it's like, I never felt the need to, like, buy all of these people's, like, fucking merch. I mean, Germa doesn't have a ton of merch, but, you know, especially the VTubers and stuff, like, I still don't buy a lot of merch. I never have wanted to buy a ton of merch. Like, maybe it's because I could never afford it, so I never really wanted to go ham with it, but, like, I don't know. It's just not something I can appreciate. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one here. Maybe I'm just immune to propaganda. Prove Garfield wrong. No animal hybrid chimeras yet crashed. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of too much Mother 3. When's Porky Minch gonna get into this timeline and fuck things up? Advertise healthier than Lunchables, well, it's actually not healthier. Yeah, it's any kind of marketing ploy. Why not? Let's say it's healthier. There's no regulation in the United States to define what healthier means. Fuck it, just say anything you want. It doesn't matter. So I'm trying to think of 4 rocks? What the hell is he what the hell? I wish I listened to that old man a little bit more. 4 stones are the basement's entrance. The amulet gets you into the basement. Push the statue into the fountain. Need an amulet to go below. Bought some PewDiePie merch, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I've bought, like, a little bit. Like, I'm currently wearing a shirt for Emp Lemon's merch, but, like, that's all I've ever really bought. It's because, like, you know, I really like that guy, so it's like, yeah, sure, I'll throw him a little bit of money and get some merch in return. But, yeah. I'm in Poland, you live in the US. Cool. The fish chimera... You fish chimeras? Rabbit fish? Hold on. What? Alright, back to Google Images. Fuck whatever this sweet home thing is. Rabbit fish. Aw. Rabbit fish on Wikipedia. What does this have to say? Northeast Atlantic and Mediterranean species of fish. The rabbitfish is known for its this. Okay, so it's okay. That's just a nickname. It just got a rabbit head. All right. Distant relative of sharks. I can't believe for some reason it must say gullible on my fucking screen right now because for some reason I'm believing some things. But sturtlefish. I could maybe believe that. Sounds like a sturgeon combination. Sturtlefish. Oh, that thing's gross. That thing is gross. Let's put that on screen right now. Oh shit, it's another WebP. Hold on. All files, .png. Alright, let's see. Can I share that without having to convert it in paint.net? Okay, is that gonna work? Yeah. Ew. Ew, sturtlefish. Gross. Disgusting. I hate it. It looks like the goblin shark, but, like, shrunken down and veinier. It has the fucking Snickers dick vein all throughout it. It's not... I don't like it. That's disgusting. Repulsive. Next. Okay, so... I'm tempted to just kind of take a look at a guide now, because I really don't know where to go, actually. I could go back and investigate the giant hole in the ground again. Maybe I needed to use the amulet there. Where the monument used to be. Maybe that's it. I'm having a vague recollection that that might be it. Let me go do that. Oh, but then the amulet's with the other... Alright, okay, we'll reset then. Quit, restart, begin at last save, yes sirree. Okay. Get across here. Honestly, I think if I probably saw like something like the sturtlefish a lot earlier in life, I would have loved it, because I really did enjoy a lot of... I got early exposure to marine biology and the fun facts behind it by playing Feeding Frenzy as a kid. If you've never played it, it's just kind of one of those simple eat the smaller thing to get bigger kind of games. And I mean, it basically just features a bunch of different fish. You know, early like 2000s kind of game. You would just download off of like Yahoo Games or something. I think it was made by PopCap. And it had a ton of fun fish facts. I got to play as angelfish and lionfish, and lionfish are actually, like, you know, an invasive species, and here's why it's important. So it's like, if I got to hear something as horrifying as, like, the sturtlefish back then, I probably would have been way into it. Let's see. Sturtlefish happened because scientists tried using paddlefish sperm as a control group, thinking it wouldn't produce viable offspring. Oops. In fact, suddenly viable offspring. I almost hate to bring this idea up, but we've all heard that humans and chimpanzee genomes technically should be compatible in theory. I'm kind of both extremely dreading and also morbidly curious for the day when someone goes rogue and just attempts that. Just to see what it looks like, because that would be an actual fucking abomination that would be completely inhumane to bring into this world. But it would be fascinating, and so I can't help but want to know. But no ethics board would ever fucking approve of that, so it would have to be some, you know... I mean, we are sliding into a corporate dystopia, you know, every day as we speak, so who knows? Fucking old Muskie might try in 10 years if he gets his way. So we might have horrors within the human comprehension within only a couple of decades. Spectrobe's waiting room. I have no idea what you mean there, sir. Ira team, welcome to the stream. First seconds of the KSI song says I'm in my prime, and my friends all watched together and we went, is that a prime reference? Yeah, definitely. I mean, it has to be. Like, Can't miss a single opportunity to promote your cheap crap and shill it out to your impressionable audience. Very annoying. Nothing. Also, I can't even interact with this thing anymore? Alright, well, shit. Guess there's nothing down here, then. I have 4 rocks. I would love to talk to this half a man, but I don't think I can actually get here without a log. I don't know if I can just pick up a log, either. Actually, wait, that's probably the point of the boat, so I can pick up a random log and go over there. And then I would need the inventory axe to chop those sticks. God damn, they really made this one guy hard to get to, huh? Okay, well now the great question is, where the hell did I leave the fucking inventory axe? Is it in one of your inventories? Oh, god damn it, it's in Taguchi's inventory. Okay. Guess we'll figure something out here. So wait, hold on, let me scroll back up, talking about that fucking sturgeon. So the 2 fish that make up the sturtlefish, the American paddlefish and the Russian sturgeon, a common ancestor shared back to the late Jurassic. Huh. Ton of questions about genetic breeding. Yeah, I guess for the fact that things might be compatible for longer than you think. But also, I don't know. Fish tend to have a tendency to not actually evolve, like, all that much. Like, they, fish have tended to just kind of get comfortable in their niches and not have to, move on from them. So, you know, their genetic lineage might not have been disrupted so much over several million years of evolution. But then again, also, I am not a fucking biologist. I might just be talking out of my ass at the moment, so. Let's see. Spectro is a horrible DS game you play as a child like 10 times. You would hate it. Maybe. I don't know. If you describe it as horrible, I might like it. We tend to have differing opinions on what things are horrible and what things are good. Sometimes I just try to be back to carnivore jaws with teeth back in chickens to make dinosaurs. Frightening. Thumbnail. That's just the modern internet there, Polish freak. Like, that's just, you know, what you have to come to expect. It's all about who can goon the hardest and who can, you know, put impressions upon kids. It's really 2 sides of a very disturbing coin. How sweet is the home this evening? The home is pretty dang sweet. It's maybe even saccharine and possibly even a domicile. The issue right now is that I'm just stuck and have no idea where to go. I'm very close to just cracking out a guide. Because this is starting to maybe get a little bit boring. Yeah, I think I'm honestly just going to do that. I'm not going to really worry about trying to get to that half a man's dialogue, so let me go ahead and actually find the guide for this little translation here. Sweet Home NES English translation. So I know that there's a README for this. Yes, it's cheating, but at the same time, it would also be just boring if I wandered around. So let's see, there's the second version. It's Disney's Pokemon Killer. Oh, Christ. Yeah, no, that does sound pretty awful. Like, the only other quote-unquote Pokemon rival that has ever, you know, reached some level of fame and actual respect is Digimon, but even then, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. Doesn't exactly seem all that fascinating to me. Okay, so got all these equipments here, and shoes, wheelchair. Is a wheelchair in this game? Let's see. Spear this, do that, keys to this. Yeah, it's unknown to you, right? Like that's fine. So I have the guide right here. I just have to actually figure out how the hell to do this again, or exactly where in the guide it is. And this second floor, that turn northern than this. Oh god, this is just listing out all the fucking corpses. That's not useful at all. Actually, okay, wait. Here's what the guys was saying. And she's around here somewhere. Okay, so you got the key. Follow me. I'll show you the basement. Yamamura, you're a mechanic. You've been trapped. Mommy was at peace. Some clown dug up her baby. Couldn't have been me. Now she's in an uproar to find the child. No one can find the basement. How can we escape? And start, we need to find the baby if we hope to stop this. Has the entrance been concealed? And then, yeah, the guy got attacked. So we have found that there is... Okay, that one wall. This wall looks very thin. There's cold air here. That's something else. Find a border bridge to get across the first... Okay, so here's generally the guide for it. Okay, so we got this. Find the gloves. Find 3 logs. Find a shovel. Dig out the key. There's a statue in the fountain. Get the amulet. Yes. The amulet to gain access to the basement. That doesn't fucking help me. Where's the basement? Where's the crack, Grommet? Give Emmy the rings and do this. No, that's not exactly... That's a twin key. That's a later item. Diary. No. Oh, wait, right. Wasn't that that was an earlier note. I don't know where it went. Yeah, because the diary key is hidden and the low key is doing that. Oh, right. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Roblox Predator tier list. Yikes. Little bro was born 2024. Blood missed everything, better late than never. Ah, baby bro is late. Everyone's already born. Drake Leak's older than my bro. Phone older than your bro. You're just quoting KSI at this. Oh, Kendrick versus Drake beef. Yeah, it does sound like a fucking Zoomer stroke. Oh god, having a small child running around and basically telling you all the newest shit. It's got to be one of the worst experiences in the world. I prefer to just get my brain rot from, you know, from unreliable sources of my age. That would be the, you know, Twitter, 4chan comments. That's where it's at. You just get raw. All right, real talk here. Real talk. Despite how awful the people on both of those websites are, and it's maybe comparable, maybe not so comparable. Oh, fuck, it's the wrong group of people. Good God, I love going on both of those websites for different reasons sometimes, because it's really just... It's kind of fun, in a sick sense, just watch raw, unfiltered humanity like that. People just... having no fucking filter and also no goddamn brain cells on at the same time is... It's a very guilty pleasure of mine. I love it. Like, how could you not want to watch some people go off on each other over the dumbest and worst possible takes that they could muster? It's delicious. Oh, of course we're fucking cursed now. Okay. I can't help myself. I still browse both of the websites to this day. Granted, I'm not obsessed with them. I can actually put them down and go and live my life. I'm not out here fucking tweeting 24/7, some stupid shit like that. But it is definitely hard to resist. Well, not hard to resist. I'm saying it's difficult to not do for me. It's just like that's my personal guilty pleasure to watch a dumpster fire. Who doesn't love a good dumpster fire? I meant not like us starts playing. Yeah, thankfully no, I don't have small children in my life to do that. There's one benefit to having a distant family outside of my parents. Parents both being the black sheep of their families means that I don't have to deal with little cousins and, oh, well, our aunt just had a nephew, or your aunt just had a child after so many years, and now they're like 5 years old, and they're gonna start bugging you and asking if you've got games on your phone. Boo. Thank God I don't have to deal with that shit. I would much rather have no one around and not have to deal with that shit than have a whole ass family that I have to cater to. But what the hell do you mean nothing happened? It's the diary. It's locked. It says that's where the low key goes. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, that's not the right way. Okay. I'm just gonna search up the low key at this point. Where the hell is it going? Key. Key. Searching up key. Seller keys. Keys, keys, keys. There's apparently a ton of fucking keys in this game. Oh, wait. So that's later. Dig up a key to the basement. That still doesn't help me. Where the hell do I go to get to the basement? Alright, fuck it. We're just looking up directly. Sweet home, basement, access. And then... Oh, okay, great. That's just showing me something completely different. NES. The Sweet Home just sounds like anything. Vacuuming this, using Emmy's key, get the low key. Okay, look at it twice, get the low key, return to the mansion. Return to the room where you got the pail. Man named Yamamura will do the courtyard thing. Alright. And push the statue, you'll turn to the tool, aka the amulet. This is an old translation. When you reach the rubble-filled room, take the bow and leave the rope. Okay, I did that. Go to the 4 stones near the courtyard entrance and use the tool. Is there just something obvious over at the, where all the water was? What? No way I missed that. Watching a YouTube video about people talking Tumblr post on Reddit, extreme distillation. Yeah, well, there's a certain benefit to that, right? Like, the best part about not going on TikTok is that you don't have to search through all the crap that's on TikTok. You can just, wait until somebody skirts it off of TikTok and puts it on YouTube because, they wanna scalp some views, and then you just get the best of TikTok on there. You don't have to scroll through nearly as much brain rot anymore. That's the reason I will never download TikTok. Some random fucking commenter put it best, where it's like, I will never download TikTok. All of the good stuff that's on TikTok will simply just come up to other websites. Your computer's antivirus goes apeshit. Yeah. All the more reason to avoid it like the plague. Fucking poison now. Okay, come on. Okay, I thought this was the courtyard. Is this not the courtyard? Where the fuck are the 4 stones that it's talking about? I'm so lost. Imagine this is the courtyard, right? Oh my god, the old JRPG encounter rate is fucking killing me. I'm dying. I'm going. I'm going. My life is fucking is soon to be forfeit here. I'm just gonna take a whole bunch of damage. Fuck it. I'll reload the save when I know where the fuck I'm going. I don't see 4 stones out here. Those are brambles. Those ain't stones. There's no stones down here, neither. Hello, FRD. Nice to have you here. We are currently, we're currently dog stuck. I have very little clue where to go. I went and looked up a guide. I know that I'm looking for 4 stones to use an amulet on and get into a basement. I have no idea where the fuck 4 stones are. It says it's in a courtyard entrance, but I don't know where the hell that is. So I'm just kind of currently slowly searching around for it. And okay, I guess this isn't it. I guess I'll reload the save then. That was probably closer. Okay, so hold on. Where the hell is Courtyard then? Sweet Home NES Courtyard. Okay, so here's the map. Map. Courtyard. What does the courtyard look like? Oh, that's the room with all the mirrors? Where the hell is there 4 stones? What is it talking about? Oh, the fucking... Oh my... Okay. Oh, that should have been a little obvious. Okay, it's not that obvious, but still, this is gonna... I've been walking by it the whole fucking time. I feel like a complete barnacle head. Okay, so all I had to do was just... Where that guy died, just had to basically use it on the kind of suspicious looking patch of grass. It's literally all I had to do. Because those are 4 stones, but I was confused because in the other parts in this game, there are like breakable stones that have like, you know, a different stone graphic. God. Okay. There we go. Fuck's sake. Dumb. Alright. We can move on with our lives. I can catch up on chat now. Get the low key to... Let's see. Been to the man's house, you got games on your phone, and the Polish accent is in fact horrifying. LMAO. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. We have friends in chat. Friends in chat? Let's go. You have to be a dynamic duo. You have to give me unhinged commentary to bounce off of. Alright, and here we are in a basement with actual... Fuck, I wanted to be in the basement with actual music. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, dog. Oh, thank God. Okay, here we are. Your house with my sister and your little cousin said yacht when she walked in. Oh, that's an awkward moment. That's you don't want to have a younger relative be saying that. There's no good response in that situation. Can't say thanks because you don't want to acknowledge, you don't want to say thanks to your family member saying that about your body. And on the other hand, you also definitely don't want to insult their feelings because they're young and they're not gonna get it, like why this is a bad thing or a dumb thing. Like, ugh, gross. I once oh, that's what the fire extinguisher's for. There was one time when I was much younger, like probably in maybe 4 or 5. I absolutely embarrassed the hell out of my mother once when we were all at dinner, me, mom, and dad, where I basically leaned over to like another fellow child at another table, also dining with their family. And I said, my mom makes really stinky farts very loudly for many people in the restaurant to hear. My mother was fucking mortified that day. It's a little shithead child. Funny. The stuff kids do when they don't have inhibitions. Run away, take some fire damage, it's alright, don't worry. You'll live. Boards, picks, ropes. I don't know if I need this many boards anymore. Guess I could go grab the fire extinguisher real quick. His sister and my cousin said yacht. His sister and my cousin. Still not good position to be. Call that shit yatteria? Shut up. Some might call that a yachtquake, but I guess some would also say that terminology's already been taken. I think yatteria is probably the better one, though it sounds like a venereal disease, but honestly saying it kind of indicates that you have some kind of disease, so. Disease of the brain. Alright, well, finally, we can start making some fucking progress. Someone pull up the Gordon Ramsay meme. Finally, some fucking progress. Okay. Fire extinguisher. Move that around. Oh, that's a good board. I don't want to leave a good board behind. Oh, that's also a good board. Oh, no. I haven't found a use for the pipe yet. So I guess I should keep it. I guess put the axe here. Yeah, put the rope. One person at least has a bow rope, so I'll do that instead. Yeah, it sounds like Fiat, and you know what Fiat stands for, don't you, Crash? Yeah. Let me just search my memory banks really quick. Well, yeah, fix it again, Tony. Damn it, I was trying to come up with something funnier. My improv skills are lacking. I don't know, I feel like there's a way to zoomerify Fiat, right? Like, you could start with Phantom, but then Phantom and end with Tax. But I don't know what I would put in the I and the A sections there. I don't know how to absolutely brain rot Max. Alright, and then what's this? Oh, for fuck's sake, the fire just starts again. Scam. That's just a sword. Fuck it. None of the items are that worth it. Alright. Phantom, Idaho, Alamau attack. Alamau. Alamau works well enough, but that feels like it's, that's more millennial brain rot, you know? Sort of our generation, sort of not. I don't know. I think I consider myself within the cutoff for Gen Z, not for millennial. But I know that it's like I'm such early Gen Z that it's, I don't fall into the Zoomer stereotype so much. I just also don't identify with millennials either. Not like any of this generational shit actually matters or means anything. Oh. Well, the fire extinguisher would have been fucking nice to have now. I guess maybe I should... Yeah, let's restart that. I still have the item now? No, I need to go in exchange for it. Okay, one more trip. Next Gen Flash. Does Nemesis be Professor Zoomer? Probably. And then you have all of his Mighty Morphin sidekicks: Professor Doomer, Professor Bloomer, Professor Groomer. He's the influencer. You want to stay away from Professor Groomer. And then there's actually early Gen Z, which is Professor Tumor, because he's just pure cancer. It was me, Barry. I was the one who skibbidied your yacht all over Ohio. Kill me. It's, I can't believe that I've finally gotten to that point in life where now, all of a sudden, I don't understand the youngest generation's slang anymore. That actually happened to me. I guess it happens to everybody, but it is still like, oh man. I'm, in a weird sense, I'm old now, right? Like, I'm not with it anymore. It's a shame, but... So we had our brain rot, so too will they. I hope, have you prepared yourself, Grim, to see, people in Skibidi Toilet cosplay at your sister's Hollow Wedding? Because I won't guarantee that somebody's done it, but... There's a good chance that somebody has done it. Whether it be a grown adult or maybe their child that gets dragged to the wedding because they couldn't find a sitter. You just need to be prepared to have some skibidi toilet nonsense. But nothing... What the fuck do you mean nothing happened? There's fire in front of you. It's a fire extinguisher. What did you do? You threw it into the goddamn fire? That's not how anything works. Alright, whatever. Sure, we'll just burn a little bit. I guess it builds character, the scars. What's the other way? Didn't check the other way out. Let's see. I remember how my sister just looked at his cousin awkwardly while his cousin just smirked so flipping hard. Well, that's good. She at least embarrassed herself. Oh shit, an actual new enemy. I love this one. The burning... I love the aesthetics on this Reaper enemy here. The light burning and the purple color just give it such a... I don't know. Almost a little bit of a dark god kind of vibe, even though it's, you know, is just another strong enemy. I don't feel like calling the others over. Let's just pray the Grim Reaper away. Oh, fuck's sake. Party members get dispersed. Where is Akiko now? Son of a bitch. Okay, all the way back here. It's not too far away. It's not right now, it isn't. Gen Beta starts in 2025. Oh, please don't say that. Please don't say that. I'm not ready to become the next Gen X, or what Gen X is to me. That sounds awful. I don't want that. I'm still young, okay? I still have a hairline. I haven't hit 30 yet, like... Pretty sure no one is millennial enough to... Everyone's millennial enough not to try that. For the record, custom parties the day after the wedding. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, it would be a little bit crazy to just go, I guess, full straight-on costumes at the wedding, but, I don't know. That was what I was envisioning. Would have been maybe a little bit more quirky that way. Fuck, I just said quirky unironically. But, no, that still seems fun regardless. It's a good separation of things. Sphere ends, team up again. Alright, let's go. Cool. What's this hole in the wall? The Reaper is fucking zooted. Yeah, he is maybe a little bit high in his own supply. I don't know. If I were the embodiment of death itself, I would need a little bit of assistance, forgetting about the fact that I've just, you know, taken out several... I take out several lives for a living. I don't know if I could live with that. Alright, who are you, mysterious stranger? Need a shovel to continue. Not this group has it. We flood the place, fire will be out. Pretty sure the other group has that, so we'll go pick that up. At least you aren't the oldest one here. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I'm hyperbolizing. It's not that bad, right? Like, you know... The expansion of health span, and also just the fact, like, 30 is really not that old. It's just, you know, I'm ever so slowly approaching the point where I'm as old as my parents, you know, were when they had me. Once I turn 29, then I will be, you know, as old as my father was when I was born. And that's going to kind of hit, like, a, you know, a truck as far as life assessment goes, being like, okay, have I, like... Am I good? Have I accomplished enough things in my life? I think I have. It's just a matter of, like... It'll really hit at that point. I'm not sure how ready I am for it. Because I got the... Okay, I got the shovel when I was wandering around not knowing where to go. Time to backtrack again. Boy, we were going from a mile a minute of progress to... I have advanced maybe like 4 rooms this entire time. Oh shit, the skeletons are angry now. They don't like us anymore. They're not here to give us helpful information. They're here to take us down to their bony grave with them. "6 years removed from your father had me." As in, ahead, I'm guessing, or behind? I guess ahead. Can't imagine having a kid at my age now. Yeah, no, I couldn't possibly. I mean, I can barely fathom the idea of having a kid in general. It's, I don't think it's something that I could honestly put up with. I don't have the patience to take care of a dog, in my opinion. Like, dogs just constantly need your fucking attention, and a baby is worse. I mean, there's always the argument that a human child grows into something eventually and can take care of themselves at some point, but it's... Man, I don't know if I want the responsibility of having a kid. That sounds way, way too much. Especially also the fact where it's like, you know, I still like my contributing to society through my job, and like I get wrapped up in that, and it's like, well, I still also like, you know, like gaming, this hobby. I'm just at the very, very least, I am not ready to give up what I have right now for that. Oh, cool, you're nearby. You can actually go pick up the shovel pretty easily. At 19, had 22. Yeah, woof. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing to keep track of someone else's kid for a temporary time being. Like, you know, I've been, like, junior counselor and stuff like that for summer camps and things. And, you know, handful of hours a day. It's not too bad, but it is still a, I could not deal with the commitment, especially just considering, like, I already barely sleep well as is. It would be pretty miserable to have to deal with a child dictating your sleep schedule, a child not wanting to eat their goddamn vegetables, wanting to be fussy about everything, crying about nothing. Like, I don't know. I lack the sympathy for it. It's I've always hated kids, and even when I was a kid, I never got along with children my age. I always got along with adults more, and that just really tells the story that I cannot deal with people who have not been around the sun for a very long time. The fewer years you've been around the sun, the the less likely I am to just get along with you. There's home problems, yeah. Yeah, some kids are fine, some are terrible. I do remember, like, in those summer camp days, there were some kids that was like, I don't know, there was like one 9-year-old question mark, I don't remember. He was sweet. He was a really nice kid, had a lot of good questions, and like, you know, was always curious about things, super nice. And then there were the kids that would just keep repeating the same inane shit over and over and over again, or would like hit each other and like not listen to any instructions, and it's just like, oh god, I almost hope that your home life isn't stable to justify your behavior rather than you just kind of being this way. But that's let's walk that statement back and not actually wish ill upon a small child for being you know, a little bit energetic and rambunctious. It's maybe a bit unfair. Fuck, that's the wrong button. Talk, because yeah, I remember, like, I think I've said that, like, in the past I've did not get along as well in elementary school either with my compatriots, just because like they were very jock-like. I was not. I was bullied quite heavily in elementary school, and so it's just, I just did not get along with what other kids were like. It just did not make sense to me, the things they liked, the way they thought about stuff. I can't remember anything specific because, you know, I was like 12, but no, just no. I've never gotten along with youth on average. I still tend not to get along with people my age, but it's gotten better. Oh, there's Tiny Child. Speaking of small children, she's right nearby. Alright, time for the Reaper to just completely separate the party. Woo! Let's have everyone run. Alright, where do the other people end up with? Okay, Kazuo's overlay at the end, and then Akiko is all the way back here again. This is annoying bad game design. I get the idea that, like, it's survival horror. It makes sense to separate the party like this and have an attack that does that. It is a pain in the goddamn ass to go around and do all this. Oh, don't use the remedy on the guy. That's not gonna help. And now you're just taking you're taking 1 more billion damage now. Fuck. Dumb. Alright. Down you go. Get in there. Your job isn't done yet. Okay. Have this team wander around then. Till they get into an encounter. And we can call everyone else over. Okay. God, not that far. Hey, more like just maybe a little bit of parents who don't actually, you know, guide them in life a little bit. You know, they don't actually do parenting. They just kind of sit the kid in front of the TV and you know, tell them like, hey, this is your life now. Blazing Wave traumatized him, picked him up by the shoulders, shoved him against the locker and screamed, "Cut that shit out, you fuck! Never bother me again." Very nice. I can approve. I psychotically dealt with one of my youngest bullies in elementary school. There were other incidents that led up to my hatred for this small child, but the particular incident that was kind of the cutting the final blow for that relationship was we were at some kind of like Halloween like dance, or maybe it was a Valentine's Day dance. I don't know, some stupid shit organized for elementary schoolers where we needed 1 million chaperones. And I'm pretty sure it was Halloween because he stole basically a little plastic like witch's finger that I had earned from like some, I don't know, adult for doing like a baby game or something like that as a raffle maybe. And so he stole that. I was chasing him around the gym trying to get him because the parents were not paying attention enough to like actually stop the you know, the kid fight. And what I did was I tackled this kid to the ground, and while trying to take my thing back, my witch's finger back, I bit his hair and pulled it out with my fucking teeth to basically, you know, make him do this and get revenge for all the other shit he had done to me too. Again, mind you, this was like 8-year-old Crash, so like, you know, maybe not quite as out of place as if, say, a 13-year-old got into this fight. But I was ready for fucking blood. I was not about to just let that shit stand. It was my cheap novelty toy, and I get to earn it. I get to use it. Fire gonna happen again? Yeah, of course the fire's gonna happen again. Well, I kind of want the club, so. The hunter from Left 4 Dead. Really, I did. I circled around him and I body checked him, and I was fucking laying on top of him, biting his hair out until he gave me his thing, and he ran off crying. And none of the other parents ever came back around to me. His parents didn't come back around to my parents or to give me a fucking talking to. I told my parents, and my parents were like, "Oh, fuck yeah, that kid was kind of a dick to you anyways." Like, it was pretty cool. And the guy yeeting himself at the judge? Yeah, essentially. Oh, God. Okay, what the hell is this item? Shiny knife? Well, that sounds fun. That sounds better than some other things that I have. Sure. I don't know, I guess. Without the silver sword? Oh. Probably gonna ruin my effect at abilities to fight ghosts, but we'll take it. Yeah, and then other things like to other bullies, like there was, I don't know what the hell was wrong with my elementary school, but there was there were legitimate like 5th and 6th graders. There were 5th and 6th graders that were like willing to pick on 1st and 2nd graders. And so I was one of those 1st and 2nd grade victims a couple of times. One kid, a gem. Okay, I guess that's good to know. One kid was, you know, constantly fucking with me on the playground. One kid, like, actually, like, really beat me up badly. Like, I don't really remember it too much, but, like, I was kind of in the moment a little bit in and out of consciousness, and mom found me, and like it was pretty brutal. I don't remember having to go see a doctor or anything afterwards, but that wasn't fun. So that was great. And then there was another who was more just kind of a annoying prick on the playground more than anything else. Didn't really do much other than just like, I don't know, tap me, taunt me, ruin my fun, that kind of thing. I got him to eventually leave me alone because I like spit on his jacket. I speaking from going from Hunter Left 4 Dead 2 to Spitter Left 4 Dead 2, I fucking spit a big one onto his like hoodie, and he was like, "Dude, what the fuck? That was gross." And like, you know, he basically never bothered me after that. Just a Pokemon you had to do. Oh yeah, I have heard about the Pokemon Giga leaks. Mostly about the mythology leaks. I was yeah, I was gonna talk about that one day. It was I mean, on the one hand, I don't understand people freaking out so much about it. The mythology leaks, yeah, they're freaky, but like there's certainly worse things out on the internet. And also, like, yeah, a lot of people point out, it's like, this is basically literally just like folklore. Like, yeah, sure, somebody had to, like, be really into, you know, Pokemon in that way. But, like, to write it, but it's not realistically that fucked up. Like, they're just doing what they have to with the fact that animals are, you know, stood in by Pokemon in this world. This person's still alive? Amazing. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, hey, I have a fire extinguisher. Sweet. Alright, take a look at this. But then it's like I was also talking to Avoidberg last night while we were playing Baldur's Gate about some of the other less saucy leaks. And I haven't really seen as much of it. But it was cool to see some, you know, there's some Pokemon beta designs out there. And, actually, I think that's all I remember of our conversation, honestly. I mostly just saw the, you know, man fucks an octillery lore that got dropped. Yeah, they could have done without, you know, some of the non-consensual stuff, but at the same time, like, that is literally what, you know, a lot of real-world mythology, you know, or folklore probably has. It's just not, you know... Should we repeat those kinds of things for the sake of authenticity? Probably not to get into the game, but, you know, to start off as drafts at least. I'm sure if Game Freak, you know, wanted to actually publish some of that stuff, chose to publish it, they would have actually cleaned it up a little bit more. They wouldn't have made it, you know, so graphic. They would have at least made it kind of like a, you know, more like a, you know, oh, the man in the artillery got married one day kind of thing, rather than, you know, what was actually going on with it. My wife incinerated other children. Bowling pin penguin? Oh, I didn't see that one. That actually sounds really fun, though. I could imagine that being like a high-speed ice-type attacker, or maybe water-type, depending on what your interpretation is. It would probably have its own signature, like, you know, between Aqua Jet and other priority moves. Be pretty cool. Give our son playmates. Pokemon, not Berserk. Yeah, I mean, you know, during the design docs phase, it's probably just a, you know, time to get ideas rather than actually be super serious about it. So they probably just, you know, went with rough drafts, first thing that came to mind type of stuff, rather than getting too worried about the appropriateness of it all, per se. Child skeletons. Oh yes, we just read about this. Note, Kenji, I found this diary page. I used it to wipe my face off after eating a big burger. I hope you did not eat it. The child fell into the incinerator. Gotcha. Let's see, other diary page. Let me write that down. Other... Other diary page. A child fell into the incinerator. Crispy baby. Insane. Lady Mamiya did the same to other kids from the neighborhood. And Lady Mamiya did the same to other kids from the neighborhood. Sweet. Alright. Yay, infanticide. What if Pokemon had glory kills? I would... That sounds hype as hell, honestly. If you want to make a gory version of Pokemon, put it into Doom. I would love to see, I don't know, let's just say Incineroar or Machamp going around fucking things up, ripping off other heads. It would be, I mean, it'd be messed up, but it would also be, it would be pretty fucking metal, and you can't deny how cool that would be. For at least once. Get to actually see, you know, fighting types at their prime, actually using all that muscle instead of dying to, like, a bird hitting it with its wing. Must find Lady Mamiya's room, check the second floor. Okay, I guess that's good to know. Her room's on the second floor. Lady Mamiya's room is... not ROM. Room is on the second floor. But I know I absolutely, I probably absolutely will maybe get... When it becomes easy to find, there's a good chance I might get the best translation of some of the Game Freak lore and just have that on hand, offhand to read like the fucking Vaporeon copy pasta. Not because I really love it that much, but because other people hate it that much, and they'll just, you know, it'll be an easy conversation interrupter during a collaboration. Say I start collaborating with Ilvo and he starts talking some shit, I'll just bring out the Typhlosion copy pasta, and that'll basically derail the entire stream. Surely this would not backfire on me. With a gem in your hand, extinguish the blue flame. Oh, well, isn't that convenient? I think I know exactly what it's referring to. The thing that looks like a water geyser. Yeah, why do fighting types lose to flying types? Push Seagull and that bitch took critical damage. True, you can also just grab a goose by the neck and that thing's done. Hit it with a newspaper hard enough, it'll also have broken wings forever. I think at the very least, fighting and flying should probably be effective against each other, right? Like, you know, for the reason we just described, birds are fragile, a fighting type would hit it pretty damn hard. But, you know, I could also understand by the same measure, flying is meant to be, like, hard for fighting types to hit, right? So that's why they're... Well, no, that's more like why flying is resistant to fighting. Actually, yeah, why the fuck is flying good against a fighting type? It doesn't make much sense. The resistance going one way makes one sense. The weakness going the other way doesn't make nearly as much. I never really questioned that. A blue flame. Alright, well, I guess we, There we go. Okay, why is the gem put out the flame? Who the hell knows? Is it that important? No. Sponsor the Yakuza. Yeah, I also fucking hate geese. God, there's a lot of fire down in this fucking flooded basement. I guess I'll go get the other fire extinguisher so I don't have to take damage. My high school used to just have a ton of geese all over campus. I hated those fucking things. I mean, they didn't usually come up and actually bother us. I think it was just kind of like, you know, there were too many high school students wandering around for them to really gain the confidence. We had the safety in numbers on our side. But, like, just the fact that they left goose shit everywhere, I fucking hated having to walk around that constantly. It was so annoying. you weren't watching where you're going, all of a sudden you'd be dragging green shit around with you everywhere you went. Geese would be maybe the one bird I wouldn't mind going extinct. Okay, and then here's the other. Actually, I wonder if there's a correlation here. I think all the frescoes... No, because the other one was still covered in dirt. I was thinking if maybe the frescoes here were covered in, like, ash because the fire was nearby. That would have been cool environmental storytelling, but I don't think that was actually the case for the other two. Wrong button. There we go. Alright, painting, what do you have to say this time? The gem's guarded by a statue. Alright, a little bit late. I mean, damn, to have actually read... Okay, that doesn't make much sense. To have actually read that fresco before the statue gets wiped away, you would have had to walk through fire to do that. Like, that... No, that's stupid. It's dumb. No one would have read that in that order. Entire lake filled to the brim with geese. One swan showed and cleared them all out. Nice. Based swan. At the very least, there's infighting within the bird clan. That's the only thing that stops them from taking over us and our governments. Flying rats against seagulls and geese. You don't need to bully the pigeons. Yeah. No, we don't need to bully the pigeons. I mean, you know, they probably all the hygiene of a flying rat, but, I definitely was a pigeon chaser as a child, but I definitely got over that by the time I turned 10. I was like, wait a minute. This is a little mean, and also no point in doing this. Why am I going to bother an animal and activate their fight or flight response? Alright, so what's in here? Oh, there's nothing here. Cool, it's just a random hole where the water was. Lame. All the monsters are replaced with birds. True. I mean, shit, that would also be the Mega Man fans' fantasy, isn't it? Just considering the fact that all the Mega Man enemies, the worst ones, are often the birds. If we learned anything from Raw and Mithril, it's always the fucking birds. It would be a very good chance to get revenge. There should be a, or I guess, revenge TM. Get the pigeons a brick to lay on. They love that shit. Give the pigeons 6 sticks and a half a banana peel. They'll call that shit a nest. Yeah, thinking about that, actually, if you want not just a Doom mod, you want to go with an 8-bit deathmatch mod. That would be perfect to get revenge on all the bird enemies. Okay. Almost out of the wet, watery basement. Also, I like how the man enemy has just become a psycho by the fact that he's turned green. Once you turn the Simpsons green, you become a little bit crazy, I guess. Okay, need the other person here. Akiko, you've got the key. Sweet. Spooky door opening. Ah, what is this place? I hear a baby. He's crying. That's just the schizophrenia. You inherited that when the Reaper blew hot flames on you. Mommy, hot, help. The incinerator. Well, take a look at it. Don't just stand there. There's a child burning to death. What if they were actually a nice child? They weren't one of the ones that tortured us as children. The Holzo checks out. Ah, fuck the Reapers. I don't want to fight these things. I'm just gonna get blown away if I do. The doll. What does the doll have to say? Are you the creepy child yelling out for help? The incinerator. The children. All burned alive. Yep, true. We heard that. It is honestly a pretty harrowing tale the story's actually got going here. A mother so distraught at the loss of her own child that she starts luring in neighborhood children and burning them. It's fucked up. It's genuinely pretty fucked up. And I love the kind of slow trickle towards the aesthetic you get here. You see how the entirely well-established life that she and her husband had just kind of completely falls apart due to this obsession of, her own kid dying. Truly is a sad tale. Is this gonna steal me away? No, okay, good. Gotta dodge off. Sweet. It might be baby medium rare cheese. I'll have 2 9-month-olds, 1 with cheese. Fucking Big Smoke order for dead kids. Gross as hell. Okay, wait, no, wrong person again. Get the Loki out here. You need to summon Loki. Keep talking about Loki. That's not wrong. Yeah, I suppose so. If we're talking about animals, we can get away with it. If we're talking about human kids, uh-oh. Coffins. Open it? Sure, there's definitely nothing inside of a coffin that could ever harm me. A key, ain't that something? I don't have space in this person's inventory. They were proud of the Zoomer speak, huh? Oh, I've been meaning to say this every time we bring up Crispy Baby, but do you ever? So, Grim, you might especially be familiar with this because you enjoy metal music. There was, do you remember when Metallica released their 72 Seasons album? They also released like a, text editor, make your own album cover title type of thing. A couple people went pretty good with that. Where I remember, I think the very first one I saw was because like the centerpiece of that album cover is like a burnt it's a burnt fucking, what am I trying to say here? Baby crib. So hold on, let me see if I can find the image. The 72 Seasons. Somebody. Hold on. 72 Seasons. I can't find it. Okay, so 72 Seasons title generator. Maybe I can at least just find the original thing and see if I can't just. Yeah, there we go. Metallica logo generator. I can at least kind of recreate it. Okay, hold on. I can get this on my other screen. Then enter your name. All right, sure. Crash. Oh, okay. No, that's not what I want on there. You could do I saw somebody else had done this, and recreate it now. Save image. Okay. Crispy. Doing that. So yeah, every time we talk about incinerating toddlers in this game, I always think of this image that somebody else generated. And I always think of it in fucking Vinesauce Joel's voice. I always think of him saying, "Crispy baby." I think the even funnier one, the funniest one I've ever seen someone generate for this was like 3 images below. It just said it just said Weezer, and I can't think of anything less appropriate. It's genuinely hard to think of something less appropriate than recreating this exact image. I'll make it. Weezer. Okay, hold on. Change this out for this one. Yeah, and then imagine just the back-to-back fucking seeing this 2 images later. That sent me so fucking hard that day. It's like why even bother generating anything more? People have made the two best possible things with this with the power they gave us already. That's it. The game is done. There's nothing else you could possibly improve on. It's perfection. It's even better. Weezer doesn't have a yellow album. This could very well be a Weezer album cover because they don't have yellow album. Like, it's perfect. Ah, beautiful. Recording by accident. Nice. It isn't as inappropriate as you think because Weezer covered Enter Sandman. I know, like, yeah, I have listened to that, and it's fucked up. I like Weezer's Teal album a lot. Like, it's genuinely a great cover album. Every song on there is fantastic. I've heard their Enter Sandman cover. In my opinion, it's terrible. Like, they just ruined that thing. They did not get the tempo quite right. The Rivers Cuomo's voice is not quite right for Enter Sandman. Like, it is not good. So, technically, it's not the least appropriate thing possible. But, like, it feels like the least appropriate thing possible. Especially given, you know, Weezer hitting its peak of, you know, its meme height peak, you know, within the same time frame. It may have been like, say, if somebody, you know, because Skibidi Toilet had not really come around to full meme perfection at the time yet. It would not quite have been, ouch. It would not quite have been, you know, the least appropriate thing you could do. Oh, you're back here. Oh my god. I misplayed that so badly too. Alright. Well. Huh. Alright. No time for that shit, Goku. I have to think about how to actually do this as best as I can. So I would want to... Because fucking Taguchi's poisoned now. I need to go get Kazuo. Go and rescue Kiko. Kiko is going upstairs. I'd have to leave the basement. And then go back all the way up and around. Oh, this honestly might not be worth it. I think I should probably just reload my save. Yeah, I think I saved recently too, right? I was just over at the furnace, so oh god, no, don't save now. That would be fucking death sentence. Okay, yeah, just restart. Okay, cool. We were just right here. It's not that bad. Getting sent away by enemies. Terrible. But yeah, no, it's like Weezer to me felt like the least appropriate thing you could do for that. And it's just, especially for that title. Least appropriate, yet also still fitting. Like, I don't know. It's the best possible time to insert Weezer into anything. Yeah, I had noticed that Kiko was blown away by the skeleton, but I was kind of gambling on the idea of like, okay, well, maybe it won't be that big of a deal, right? Like, I can just, you know, deal with that later. But then, of course, I forgot that, you know, everybody gets poisoned and cursed and all sorts of shit all the time in this game. Oh, I didn't know this. The coffins are randomized. Interesting. Childhood cover of Buddy Holly. That could be pretty good, to be quite honest. Actually, why that Weezer did cover as Kong. Yeah, the songs you've heard the time growing up, it's kind of cursed. I like how a lot of people like love to joke about how it's like, I've never thought I'd get to see the day where Weezer just became a fucking top-tier cover band instead of writing, you know, their melodramatic songs about wanting to, you know, get a girl. It truly is an interesting timeline. Ooh, Crispy Baby! We found him! Time to get him on a Metallica cover. Accidental save. Yeah, that would have been a throw. Maybe... I don't know how the trout population would have recovered from that. Crispy Baby acquired. True. It's good loot. It's worth something. To somebody, I'm sure. Oh, the diary key. Alright, we can finally go and address that problem. Look at this. A note. Head to the veranda. You must read the diary. Push the statues. Wish I could go with you. Alright, well, I'm going to the... up there anyways, so... I will be able to learn how to push the damn statues soon enough. The Drake and Josh theme song. I feel like Hetfield's voice would just work with it. So there is... I don't know how you'll feel about this, because... well, obvious reasons being a creative type, but there is a, there was someone did a meme AI, thing of James Hetfield doing sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler, so Skibbity. It kind of fucking works. It does, not the whole thing, but just like a 5-second short of it. And the best fucking part is that the actual official Metallica, account commented just one sad face emoji on it. It's fucking great. Yeah, it's so fucking funny. I lost my shit when I saw that for the first time. I can't fucking believe that. I mean, it's not so unfathomable that they would see, you know, a clip of their own concert being messed up like that, or, you know, with the inflammatory title of, you know, oh, James Hetfield was good, but like, funny. Oh, all the names of the other people that we're just going to completely overlook because they're not important. Wah. Skeleton, he must have written the notes. Oh, and he perished. That does suck. Part that fits too. Not that I need to go that way. And then, I don't know. Which key can I use? Okay, I can use the regular key. Good. Yeah, actual fucking gold. Don't know anything about Weezer, so you have no part in the conversation. Well, now's your best chance to go learn about Weezer. Everybody starts not knowing about Weezer at some point in their lives, and then some unfortunate soul comes ahead and ruins that for some. And you have to learn about Weezer, and you have to start, you know, understanding why Rivers wanting to have sex with an Asian girl makes Pinkerton a great album. Or at least that's how the meme goes. But Weezer's unironically a pretty cool band. I didn't think I would actually enjoy them that much, but, you know. Blue album, white album, real solid stuff. But then, like, yeah, like, half of their discography is just not that interesting. Half of their discography is, like, actually classics. It's a real mixed bag. Like, I would say something like the Green album, entirely non-essential listening. You don't need to listen to a single thing on that album. Island in the Sun is okay, but everything else on that song, or that album, is just kind of, I don't know, background noise, to be, in my opinion. Ow, man hit. That's mean. Don't hit. Alright, summon the others over here. I only started listening to Weezer probably because of all the memes that came up. I wanted to, like, actually, you know, understand, you know, what's with these homies dissing my girl. I needed to know why. And it turns out I never found out, but I still got a good couple of albums of listening material out of it, so it's all worth it. So... Do they rename themselves to Geezer? Yeah, absolutely. Although I hope... If any of their last names are Butler, then they'll change themselves to Geezer Butler, and that's going to get confusing, because then people will think they're Black Sabbath. Especially because they can play a really mean cover of Paranoid, too. So, like... I don't know. Maybe they should avoid the difficulty altogether. If they get creepy, then they're going to be calling themselves Skeezer. If they're tiny and they want to get into small places, they're going to call themselves Tweezer. Alright, the diary, the big plot dump. Let's go. I love plot. I love plot, Charlie. I love plot! Diary, plot dump. Let's see. Fall 1959. 59. Damn, this took place a long time ago. She's so distant. She's He's so distant. I feel like there's a good Weezer line to insert in here, but my brain is kind of pulling on empty at the moment. 92. Okay, so 922. She's so distant. 923. She shut herself up in her room. She shut that shit up. Queezer. Well, at least you're not from Wisconsin, otherwise you'd be Cheezer. And 4. The door is locked. Uh-oh, we mentioned door mentioned. Now we're gonna go from Weezer puns to door puns again. I did a video at RTG2D the Scream Tune back to the lick from Buddy Holly. That sounds funny. I'll have to listen to that. If it's available somewhere. I have to enter to the veranda. Okay. You can push the statues. Well, you can, but I can't. Tell me how, oh wise notes. How do I push a statue a few feet? Do I push with the arms? Push with the back? The legs? I can never tell. I must stop her. Okay. Okay, bro. Good luck with that. Vicinity of Obscenity by System of a... So I'd love to hear more covers of, not because the original is bad, because I just want to see what other artists would do with it. That's cool. I don't think I've actually listened to that one. Actually, like, I have just gotten into System of a Down. Making life hell for me. Like, I don't know. Again, just as a teen, I really wasn't into anything but boomer rock and metal, and so, like, System of a Down didn't really quite appeal to me then. I have listened to Mesmerized now. I can't stop listening to that album. I can see why it's a fucking modern classic. It is so good. I like almost like every single thing on that album is a banger and worth listening to. It's just a shame we don't get too much more of Surge nowadays because of creative differences within the band, but that's better than a slow descent into generic crap. So I'll take it. I'll take the couple of things that they released what was it, last year for like pro Armenia type stuff. I'll take it. Perfectly encapsulates the band. I will have to actually go and take a look at it then, because I want to get into more of it. I've I listened to, after Mesmerized, I listened to Hypnotize. Hypnotize was alright, though it wasn't it wasn't quite hitting the same notes for me. It wasn't quite as memorable. Then the Hollywood album, that actually was a lot nicer. I've only listened to it once, so I still need to actually get more familiar with it. Maybe I did find it on. Maybe Vicinity of Obscenity was on that album. I actually, yeah. With those lyrics, it was on that album. So I need to actually listen to the album more to actually become familiar with it. Okay, so let's see. What's up with this Ghost of Mamiya shit? Like, right? Like, what's up with that? Her spirit has become possessed with rage. Oh, I was hoping for kitties. Innocent. An event. We're not playing Among Us. Deaths must stop. Wow. Who'd have thought? Who had thought innocent children should not be getting crispy? Even if it means losing my own life. I'm writing half of this down. I'm realizing it's just not that. It's just not that valuable. Issue of all victim as well? Probably. Alright, well, fun plot dump, I guess. Stop talking about the random stuff and watch the stream. I don't know, you've been kind of watching the stream, right? Taking small breaks in between the random shit, so. Mamiya is related to Nunia. Nunia who? Nunya mama? Nunya business? Damn it. Damn it. I pieced it together 4 seconds too late. Well, I guess I'm screwed. I'm owned. I'm ruined for the night. Let's go check if those statues have been moved or not. I think that's the last thing I'll check, if those statues have been moved magically by reading the diary. Or if I've learned how to do so by reading a fucking diary. I've learned how to move statues by reading a diary. Cool. I guess the diary was written on fucking statue moving for or furniture moving for dummies. Cool. All right. Well, we'll get the other party members over here, and I think I'll call it for the night. Unless I get interrupted by man. It really did have the strength HM in it. I'm surprised I had the move space for it. You know, I already have attack, prey, item, and call. Like, where am I gonna fit strength in there? Shit. I wish I could have found surf earlier. I guess that was the pickaxe allowing me to move on water. And that was also the boat too. I found the mallet earlier. That was rock smash. This game is just Pokemon. Lame. And there's not even any freaky dialogue in here to mine in the source code. That's so cringe. Well, anyhow. What is not cringe is you, fellow viewer, for watching me play Sweet Home and wander around with my thumb up my ass for 2.5 hours. I thank you for your attendance, and we will return to this next week for more funnies. I'm going to get to video editing this weekend now that I have a nice three-day weekend off starting tomorrow. So hopefully you should see some content pushed out by me. And more Mag Mammal next week where we tackle the last tier. It should be a great time. And maybe get towards the end of this game. We're probably really close. We're at least on schedule, if not ahead of schedule. So, have a good night, y'all. And, yeah, thanks for coming. Read Polish's message. No, never. That was for you and for your eyes only. Alright. Night, everybody.